Hey everybody, I'm Stu Carter from Atamaii TV, and I've got here the second wave from Jada Toys, the second wave of Batman v Superman movie die-cast metals toys, so stand by for a new toy review. Okay, so you guys probably remember from way back in January in Hong Kong, I was there for a toy fair. I went to Jada Toys' top secret showroom. They showed me their metals die-cast. They got this whole line they're doing. They're doing it for the Avengers movie, Captain America, which is out this weekend, and they did it for Batman v Superman, and they're doing it for the Ghostbusters, I believe, yes. And did you know that the Ghostbusters preview was the most disliked video on YouTube in history? Did you know that? Sorry to say that. I hope it does. I hope the movie does much better than that. Anyway, and they're doing these medals for the upcoming Suicide Squad movie. Yeah, I know my hair is kind of floppy today. I had to fix it. I fixed it. Why don't you guys tell me when it's all floppy, and you know, because this brings them back. It's a lot of stress for me. I'm not bald, okay? Look, I'm not bald. I don't wear a hairpiece. It's just floppy because it's too long. Gives me stress because even when I was in the Navy doing this, I did this for a living in the Navy. Not talking about toys, I'm talking about grown-up toys like bombs. And they would give me crap about my hair. But back to the subject. Alright, so what they did the first wave from Jada Toys on Batman v Superman, they had the Batman guy, the regular Batman. These are metals, these are die casts, they're very heavy, right? They had the Batman, they had the Superman guy, and they had the armored, they had the armored Batman, which is cool. And they had a Wonder Woman, which, by the way, personally, I could see more of Wonder Woman. I would enjoy seeing more of Wonder Woman. I'm looking forward to that movie, which we'll talk about that in a minute. But that's the first wave, okay? Now I'll get rid of these guys. Get out of here, get out of here. Get out of here. I've got the Captain America ones here too. So, and then in this group I've got one, the second wave, Bruce Wayne Batman, which I guess is Batman Unmasked, really, right? And then here's the Wonder Woman. What's different? What's different? We're going to find out. And then we've got Desert Batman, which I believe was from the dream sequence where Batman was kind of going crazy. And we got, wow, Aquaman. Aquaman, is that what's his theme song? I don't know. So let's get a closer look at these. Yeah, so here looking closely at the box, we see each one has a picture of the character in the front, and this Batman really does look a lot like Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck, who is the star of the new movie. Did you like the movie? You guys that could see it? Only the older kids could see it because it's so violent. On the side you get Superman, and in the back you see this lineup, which is pretty much what I've already shown you. Nothing new here that I haven't shown you already. Here you see Desert Batman, same mock-up with the toy. Here, Wonder Woman. She gets her picture, hubba hubba, and then you get Aquaman. Aquaman. All right, I just came up with his theme song, and now Marvel has to give me a ton of money because I invented a theme song for Aquaman. Aquaman. Yeah, but he doesn't get his picture. What's the deal? Is he like a lesser star? He doesn't get a picture on the front? Or, you know, it probably has something to do with spoilers, not wanting to spoil the movie, I suspect. Aquaman, Aquaman. Oh, he's on the back though, see? But that's the toy. That's a picture of the toy on the back. See, they've got the toy on the other guys on the back. They don't have Aquaman, the character, like they do Wonder Woman. All right. Enough messing around. Let's get him out of the box. Okay, so here's Bruce Wayne Batman, or as I call him, Batman Unmasked. What was the scene where this happened? I did see the movie, but I saw it on a pirate DVD, and I was having a hard time concentrating because the sound is so bad. Was this like in his dream sequence, or was this the Superman? Because I did see him yank the mask off. I forgot if it was during the fight or in the dream sequence. But yeah, he's got those, and he's got nice accents, gold accents on those little spiky things on his gauntlets. and his utility belt, his famous utility belt, and he's got them silver gold tip boots. So he can really kick it. It's good. If you're going to be working, if you're on a work site, you got to have steel toe boots. Did you know that? Yeah, you do. So before you can get a job in construction, notice he's got a vinyl cape, right? Of course, and there's a vinyl coating, like his hair is vinyl, and his gauntlets are vinyl, and this piece on his Batman emblem is vinyl on his boots, but these other parts are die cast, and his head is die cast as well. That's a pretty heavy guy. Pretty cool. Okay, Desert Batman. Does that look okay in the yeah. Desert Batman. And what's interesting about this guy is he came out of the package. I thought, well, he's all dirty. No, they've actually applied something on here to make him look dusty, like he's in the desert. It was pretty cool. They did some trouble. See, it's all over him. This little stuff, they just kind of buffed him up, roughed him up somehow. I guess they probably took a little wheel to him, you know, just roughed him up. And he's Desert Batman. And by the way, all these guys do turn at the waist. That's about it, though. They turn at the waist. And Batman, Bruce Wayne Batman turns at the waist, see? So you can kind of do a little bit of a pose, not much. Desert Batman has a big overcoat, that brown overcoat, which is really strange in the movie. But it was a dream sequence. He's got his desert goggles. You need those in the desert because of the sandstorms. And his Batman costume is vinyl, but again, the interior parts are die cast. That's certainly an unusual Batman look. Batman's had a lot of different costumes over the years, but this is something unique, something different. All right, then we get to Wonder Woman. What's different? What's new about her compared to the others? She looks the same, except, excuse me. Okay, let me frame this. Okay, what's different is, well, she looks the same except a few things. For one thing, her little headband thingy here has a star on it, and this one, it's kind of subdued. Her sword's the same, but, well, this sword is a little better formed. And by the way, the tip is bendable vinyl, so it's not dangerous. Her outfit looks the same, except she gets a cape. See, the new one gets the cape, which I do remember in the movie. The hair looks about the same. Maybe slightly different. Maybe a slightly different paint shine to the hair. Just a little bit of a variation in the paint, probably just a natural variation. Since I've got both of them here, although the rest of her looks pretty much the same. And I'm looking forward to seeing more of Wonder Woman, of course, with her not skimpy. It's not a skimpy outfit. It's appropriate. It gives her freedom of movement so she can run and swing the sword around and, you know, yeah. Okay, all right, I'll stop being the coolest guy. Definitely the coolest character here we see, Aquaman. And he's really rocking. First, he's rocking this scepter. I guess you would call this a scepter, like from not Davy Jones, so King Neptune's scepter, right? And he's rocking this hair. Look at that. He's got the beard, he's got the hair, and he's got the tattoos. Which reminds me to tell you. Okay, so here's the deal on personal hygiene and appearance, all right? You're not allowed to grow your hair all long like this, or grow a beard, or especially get tattoos until you finish college, not high school, college, and get your first job. That's the rules. I'm sorry. You have to live with things like that. And like the other guys, he can turn at the waist. A little bit of a pose going on. He can look this way, he can look that way. He's got these, what do you call these arm guard, wrist guard things going, you know. He's got that going. He's got the tattoos on his shoulder, and the well, over here he's got some armor on his shoulder on the right side, which would be his sword hand, or in this case he's got his scepter. And all we saw him in the movie was like him reaching out. And so really, like most of the Batman v Superman movie felt like an advertisement, a teaser for the upcoming Justice League universe, because DC Comics has got Justice League and Batman and Superman, and they're jealous of Marvel because Marvel's got They're a huge universe with Spider-Man and Avengers and Iron Man and everybody. So that's why we see Aquaman like. And what's the deal with Aquaman? How does Aquaman breathe in the water? Does he have gills? Do they call him gillhead? Has he got gills, or does he just hold his breath for a long time? Or maybe he's using one of them scuba tanks and he's got the little regulator hidden, you know, and he brings out and kind of, Aquaman, you know. Who knows? Who knows? We have to see the movie to find out. I'm looking forward to seeing these guys. I don't know, Aquaman. Everything's gonna be underwater. Is that, or does he crawl out of the water like a salamander or something? And don't go in the. That's how you avoid Aquaman. If you're a bad guy, just don't go in the water, and you don't have any problem with Aquaman, right? Is that how it's gonna work? But then Wonder Woman can get you, so they can do a team. You know, if you fall in the water, Aquaman beats up on you. If you get out, there's Wonder Woman ready. You know. Well, we'll have to learn these things when we see the movies come out. So we've got that. We've got these two guys to look forward to. We've got Aquaman and we've got Wonder Woman to look out for, to enjoy in the future, hopefully, with the upcoming Justice League movies, no doubt. Each will probably have will they have their own movie? Will each have their own movie, or will they have to be like Avengers and get together? You know, in the Avengers, you know, Iron Man gets his own movie. And the Hulk, yeah, he had his own movies, but then they did, I don't know, they stopped doing that. Who else? And Captain America gets his own movie. The rest of the guys, no. Black Widow, no. Ant-Man got his own movie. So I don't think the Falcon will get his own movie. Yeah, all right. Deadpool got a movie, but he's not an Avenger, so there you go. So here's the second wave of Batman v Superman toys together. Which do you like the best? And here's the part where I'm going to put up the poll, the new YouTube polls. You tell me, which of these toys do you want the most? I'm guessing everyone's going to want the Aquaman. And I hope they put extra Aquaman in the release, because it's got to run out. If they just put equal amounts, they're going to run out. And Wonder Woman, you got to have the Wonder Woman if you haven't had one yet. Sure, Desert Batman, something unique, something you have not seen before. And of course, Batman Unmasked, Bruce Wayne Batman. Not a lot of those running around. So it's a lot of stress trying to decide. Well, that's it for today. But next time, I'm going to tell you about some toys you can't get. You can't get these toys. And I'll tell you why. So until next time, hit that subscribe button and have a great day.
To kill me, I guess I'm doing okay. I'm lost among the millions, just an empty head filled with the sky.